I want to make a video right now, but I don't really know what to make it about, so I guess I'll just ramble about ideas. They're weird because you'll have them all the time just randomly, but whenever you sit down to write about them, they just disappear. They're just not in sight anymore. You just forget about them really quickly. One idea, for example, is oh right, now that I want to write it down, I can't. Now that I want to record it, I can't. Anyways, some jokes should not be made because the joke it makes you laugh, but it hurts the other person. But that idea is really boring, isn't it? A lot of people already know that. But at the same time, what makes the idea not boring is that it's kind of really complicated to decide what joke is too bad. Where's the line? Because if you make the line too strict, then you're just being a weirdo. You're just being a person who can't take a joke. But if you make the line too not strict, too open to everyone, then what are the consequences? I mean, I guess a couple of people's feelings get hurt. Is that really all that bad? Does that really matter in the grand scheme of things? Well, it matters a little bit, because in the Bible it says that you shouldn't laugh at other people's expense. You shouldn't laugh at their misfortunes, because that makes you kind of a fool. You're kind of asking for it. You're asking for yourself to be in the position that they are in. Try to laugh then. It's going to be pretty difficult. But at the same time, maybe you will laugh then, because if you disconnect yourself from the reality that you're in and you understand it in an objective way, then it could be pretty funny. That just reminds me of my thoughts that infinite pain is better than death. Because pain has meaning, or can have meaning. You can endure the pain for something, or you can allow the pain to envelop you. Even though pain is negative, there's a strength in it. I think Dune really understood that strength. If you watch the Dune movies or you read the books and you read Frank's ideas, his poem on fear. Fear is the mind killer. And when you turn the inner eye, you will find nothing where fear used to be. When you look at where fear used to be, when you have endured the fear of life, and you look back on it, the fear is gone. And only you remain. Because fear is darkness. Pain is darkness. And darkness is temporary. It is weak. If you shine a flashlight in the dark disappears. It's an illusion. There's no such thing as dark. Fear and pain is fake. It doesn't actually affect you. It's just an illusion your mind makes up to tell you stop doing this thing in the present. But you can ignore it because you're a human and you have free will. And if you can ignore something negative, then it's a fake negative thing. It's not real. That's really easier said than done. If I was in the position of being tortured with infinite pain, I don't know what I would do. I'm pretty sure I'd endure it for a pretty long time. But at the same time, when I trip and fall and hit my knee on something hard, ugh, that's painful. And that's not even a smidgen of real pain. That's not even anything of real pain. When I want to go into a freezing cold shower, that's hard and it's painful and I don't like it. And that's nothing. That's have never really experienced true pain. I don't think most people will ever experience true pain. Really, like, horrible, excruciating pain. Well, maybe they'll experience it once or twice. Maybe if you have some kids, if you're a woman and you have some kids, you'll experience some pretty real pain, I think. But you know, on the whole, humans don't experience nearly as much pain as we could experience. But that all leads back into joking, because if you make a joke and someone else gets offended, the amount of pain that they experience is their fault. Like, that is nothing. That isn't even a smidgen of, that isn't even close. Like, going into a cold shower is worse pain than they're experiencing. The real pain that you experience when someone says a word to you and you replay it over and over in your mind, that's your fault for replaying it over and over in your mind, for allowing it to matter to you. If your parents say you're a failure over and over and over again, and they, emotionally destroy you over and over again, then you need to see a therapist. And also, it is in your mind. The negativity and the fear, it is the mind killer. It sneaks up on you and it tries to attack you all the time. And it's in your mind, so you are allowing it to attack you. But when you face it head on and you say, no, you're wrong, I don't know exactly how, because every single person has to face their fears in a different way. But once you have, and you're done with that, and you look back on that fear, it's nothing. There is nothing there. It, like I said before, it's an illusion. It's fake. All words are fake magic that we cast on each other. We move around our magic words, and words are spiritual. They do have an effect, but they only have the effect that you continually allow them to have. If a word is said once and you feel angry, and then you think back on it again, and you feel angry again, and you do that over and over again, and you become fueled with rage, that is your fault, because you are the one who keeps looking back on that and allowing it to be negative, and you are the one who is keeping the fear and the rage. You're keeping all of that negativity inside of you instead of facing it. It's similar to cold water. If you imagine that the rage and all of that is cold water right beside you, it's a waterfall of ice, and it's coming down, and you're just watching it, and you're just staying there, and you're doing nothing, then it'll stay there for as long as you stay there. But if you walk through the waterfall into the pain of facing negativity, and you allow the water to wash over you, and you walk through, then you look back, there's nothing there anymore. It's just how it works. But I wonder if that's how it works with infinite pain. If it just keeps going and going and going and going and going. Maybe at some point it becomes something tangible, but I don't think it would be. It's just like it gets darker and darker and darker and darker. There's only so dark you can get before eventually, you just, there's not, you can't get any darker. You're just like, you're in one of those underground bunkers, just pure dark, pitch black. Even in the darkest, dark room with no light in it, absolutely, like zero light, it takes one single flashlight to just go, and boom, the darkness goes away, because light is just that much more powerful than darkness. Darkness is fake, because the negativity and the pain and all that, it's all temporary. And temporary things are fake. Temporary means that over time it'll disappear. If over time something will disappear, was it ever really a thing in the first place? I mean, yeah, you'll have memories of it, but like eventually those memories will fade, and then it's all just temporary, temporary, temporary. Just like this life, it's not real because we will die. But it does have real consequences on your soul and on God. Like literally he sees what you are doing and he is affected by it. And since he is not temporary, your actions are not temporary. Which means maybe your pain, even though the pain in the darkness is fake, the effects on you and God might be somewhat real. So maybe you do want to be careful about what you joke about, because when you hurt someone else and you make them feel bad, that pain, it's fake, it's going to go away, but it'll have been there for a little bit, and it will have hurt God, and it will have hurt that person. It can all be true. It can be fake and useless, and you can decide to get over it, and it can be your fault, and also it can be the other person's fault, and it can be something that you should not try to inflict on someone else. Because those ideas, they're all in one paradoxical bubble. They're all true. Reality is just one big paradoxical bubble with conflicting ideas that are all true at once, and they're only conflicting because we use faulty logic to try to understand it. Science rules. But yeah, there's my tangent about literally nothing. There you go, I guess.